it's so tricky right here. We got the 9 EMA here. We're rejecting off this 436.25. You got previous close here. So if we can reject off the 9 EMA, this 436.25 and previous close, I feel like we can see a harder move to the downside with some follow through, just because we're rejecting basically off of 2 levels and the indicator. And look, remember, so when we bounced, we couldn't even bounce back up and test the previous resistance. And now we're rejecting off of 2 levels and a indicator. Remember, we've seen this story before. Look, fade, bounce. Actually, fade, bounce, fade, bounce, fade, bounce, fade, decent bounce, decent fade, major bounce, fade, major run up. So things are definitely, the bulls have control right now. And now we're crossing back over previous close in the 9. It's tricky because look, I feel like we're at the top of the range up here. You have resistance here, the 9 EMA here, you have previous close here. There's a lot going on around here. You see that wick? See us wicking, rejecting off that 436.25 and the 9 EMA and previous close. So that's what I mean. Like we're rejecting off of 3 things here. That should give us enough continuation to the downside to at least see a little cooling off. Maybe like on the RSI or something. I mean, I don't really watch the RSI or the MACD, but when the market's running up like this, I can only assume the RSI is fire hot right now and it needs to cool down. But look, this dip buyer's market, they won't stop. This 436 is a major level, major psychological level here. So I would love to see us come down here and break down 436. If I wasn't already short, I'd be looking at the 436 puts right here for the breakdown of 436. Again, you could have rinsed and repeated those 436s. Swung them overnight, like I said, you would have been deep in the money right off the open. See, now we're coming back, rejecting that 436. And look, I mean, 436.25, previous close, 436 flat, 9 EMA. I mean, all of that is looking like resistance right now. I don't want to be distracted with live streaming. I want to focus on trading. There we go. There's a breakdown of 436. Buyers immediately stepped in, trying to hold it above 436. I'm seeing weakness. Definitely a nice, healthy pullback on the 10-minute, as you can see right here. But for the most part, straight bullishness, dude. Look at this pullback on the 10-minute. So that's the move I was waiting for. Maybe I should have just waited and then grabbed the 436s. I anticipated the breakdown, and I was right. I just didn't execute and get out where I was supposed to. I would have rather executed, got out where I was supposed to, and then flip long and caught this move to the upside. Not to make any excuses or nothing, but I was like getting my recording set up like right when we had this move here, and that's why I missed it. But we're not making excuses. So look, we've broken down 436. Now 436 is acting as resistance. As you can see, we keep wicking to the downside off of it. Although it looks like strength's coming in. Look, 436. If we break above 436 again, dude, I feel like, and it's 11 o'clock, we could rip to the upside, or maybe we get the inverse 11 o'clock volume to the downside. But I highly doubt it. 9.5 times out of 10, it's always to the upside. There are those special occasions, you know what I mean, where we get the inverse. See, trying to hold 436. We're trying to hold it. We're rejecting it. As a person that likes to fade rips, I just wasn't fast enough on my execution because the moves worked, the trades worked, but I missed this exit and got caught in this. Now we're above 436 on the SPY. We still have the 9 EMA to deal with, previous close, and this 436.25 up here, and then we have a high a day. I mean, the risk to reward is definitely favorable for fading from up here rather than buying the dip here. Those 436 puts right now. Look, as I focus my attention elsewhere for 1 second, that thing moves against me, bro. Gotta be locked in, dude. That's the reason why I haven't really been live streaming. Just keeping the main thing, but I will still record. There you go. There you go. There's buyers down here at 435.90. Let's see if they're willing to. Let's see if they're willing to hold it up, because obviously it wants to come down here. Okay, there we go. We got the S&P 500 coming down now, cracking 43.75, sliced through just like butter. There we go. So here's the move. Here's the move. See, damn, I wasn't as sharp this morning, because if I was, I would have took profits here and then recognized that this was the triple bottom and flipped long and caught the ride to the upside, got out at the top, and then faded. You feel me? So it's like opportunity cost, big time. But see, this is what I mean. Like, yeah, the position's going against me, and I feel like I should stop. I should have stopped out up here, but I'm gonna stop out up here at the top of the range, near resistance, when I'm already short, just to turn around and then go short again. If that's the case, I might as well just stay in the trade and give it time to work. And here we go. Here's the move, the follow through I was talking about. And look, you can see, look, you got this 436.25 level up here, right? That's a level from a previous day, from previous days. It's a real level. And then you also have previous close right here, which is also a significant level, if you will. So when we're rejecting off of both of those, it's like double the rejection power. So you would expect a harder move to the downside if we do reject off of both. And that's exactly what you've seen right here. But let's see if we can get some follow through, because 435.70s is also a level that I've had on here previously. So it is a bro level, and right now it is acting as resistance. I'm also seeing the S&P 500 coming down. I mean, we already cracked my short term and the 9 EMA. We are now coming down and flirting with the 120. We just got this bounce here because the S&P 500 bounced off the 120 SMA. But let's see if this 435.70s acts as resistance now. All right, definitely looking a lot better for me now. I would have grabbed the 436s too, but I already got the 434s and the 435s. It would have been nice to grab the 436s and fade those and get out, but I don't want to have too much going on. There we go. So 435.80 we're trying to reject off of, trying to hold the support of 435.70. It is looking kind of weak, like we're actually going to break down. And then look, if you go to the 10 minute, so look, you know what I mean? On the 10 minute, you can clearly see that we hit resistance up here at 436.50s or 436.40 and change. And ever since then, we've kind of been stepping down, putting in lower lows and lower highs. That is on the 10 minute. The next level I would be looking for us to crack would be this 435.60 and then 50. All right, there's 61, 435.60s. I'm seeing a little weakness come in the market, especially on tech. Let's see what's going on with the Qs. See, now look, the Qs just came up here and basically topped out for like an hour. So high probability trade there off of 396, the fade off of 396. I mean, that trade would have worked. Decent rejection right there, bro. Damn, what? Hey, them 436 puts I was talking about, huh?